Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel for a bonus video. I have these up in my Etsy shop and I'm going to go through them in just a minute. I desperately needed to get some pent-up creativity out. I've been working on custom orders like crazy this week, trying to get all of them completed before Christmas so I can take some time off if I want to, and I've gotten a lot accomplished. I still have more to do, so if you're waiting on one for me that's in the works, it's in queue and it's going to be done, so thank you for your patience. But I needed to take a little break last night and this morning and do something that was inside of me to do, something creative, and so I came up with these little traveler's notebooks, and they are adorable. So I'm going to share them with you, and you can follow the link below to go to my Etsy shop if you'd like to purchase any of them. So there are 5, and it's a set. You could, and I made them so that you could purchase them and give them as gifts. They're all similar enough. You could keep them in your own collection, or you could just buy one. They're kind of standalone as well. So they are all photographs of vintage children. Well, they're printed, you know, from my printer, but they're photographs of vintage children. So here's a little schoolgirl, and she has her slate and her backpack and her books, and then this vintage dictionary paper, and it says university right here. And there's trim. The paper is this really pretty script. All of them are kind of in neutral type colors. There's a brown corded tie, and each one has a removable tassel. And so this is the tassel for this one. It has a sunflower on it, and they're removable, so you can take them off and put them on something else if you want to put this in an actual traveler's notebook cover. But I did add a closure, so it does stand on its own very well, and each one has 40 pages. And they're all almost identical inside. There are slight variations, but they have the same type of papers and the same type of things in the same order. So here's the inside, this really pretty scrapbook paper. That's this black and white photo of these flowers. And so there's scrapbook papers. Each one has a book page from a music book from the early 1925. And then there's like this certificate paper. Each one has a game page, like a crossword or something like that, with a vocabulary card clipped on, a really nice heavy piece of cardstock. This is a French-English grammar book from the 50s, I believe, and each one has a little lace tab with a button. Then there's some children's writing paper, and then there's a 1950s dictionary page in each one with a paper ribbon. Then each one has a stamp of a bicycle. Each one has a page from a 1957 children's encyclopedia, and this one is on the purloined letter. So that story, the purloined letter. Each one has a piece of washi with a Tim Hart sentiment. This one says hearts. Each one has the stamp live. And then going this way, we have the other side of all the pages. Each one has an extra paper clip with some lace, so you can clip something on somewhere in the book. Each one has a little coffee dyed tag with an eyelet and a fleur-de-lis stamp from Graphic 45. And then each one has one of these game cards from a game called You've Been Sentenced, about building sentences. And then in there, each one has a categories sheet, game sheet, and a tag. As well as, so this one has both on the same page. Some gold washi and a little bit of ribbon there, and then each one has my stamp in the back. So now that I've explained it, I can quickly go through the other ones so you can see the slight differences. There's this gorgeous little flower girl here, and I love this paper. It's a black and white kind of photo paper of these flowers. This tassel is divine. It is really, really shabby chic. It has beads, and this is like a necklace, and this really pretty charm hanging off. There's gold trim here and some white roses. It also has, and the tassel's removable like in all of them, it has a lace closure, and everything is just slightly different, but it's pretty much the same. So I'm just going to quickly flip through without really any explanation, just so you can see if there's a variation that you like. Like this one is flowers from the United States. This says hopeful. That's the difference there. This dictionary page is sacrament. So there's that one. And then we have this cute little couple, these little kids here. It looks like they're at a wedding or something like that. And here's the tassel. And also when I was making these, I kind of had in mind like a New Year's type journal to start in January. Of course, you can use it for anything you want. That was just kind of, there's some buttons sewn here. Kind of my idea. This one kind of has this twine closure to it. And there's subtle differences in here as well. This vocabulary card is says endued. Thumbkin is the dictionary word for this book. And this has poems in the middle. The word says laugh. And the back has this really pretty gold foiling that says love. So that's this one. And then we have this adorable little girl talking on the telephone. There's some coffee-dyed lace here with this really pretty, it's like engraved. It looks like engraved, the button is. The tassel is very, very elegant, and it has a gold bead here, and I want to say it has another bead in here. It might not. I thought it did. Yep. Has another little bead. Really, really luxurious. And this cover is really textured. It's almost like a full leather. It doesn't feel like leather, but it looks like it, and it's textured. Has a lace closure. And here's the inside. The vocabulary card says avid. Work is the dictionary word. And then here is the encyclopedia page on telephones, the wonder of the telephone. The word is secrets. And there you go. So there's that one. And there's one left, this adorable little girl here with the umbrella and a big button and this really pretty floral and music paper. The tassel has this gold button there and some brown wooden beads right there. There's this pretty orange and white lace that I recycled from a shirt on the front and back. And then there is a yellow lace closure. And let's get inside. So this one has a lot of yellows and oranges. The word for this one, the vocabulary card, is dilatory. Something like that. There's that one. Paint with stencils. And what was the word? Admire. This paper is really pretty because it looks like it has little bits of pressed flowers in it. So there's those 5. Oh, and what's really cute here is I tied this little bow when I was doing the signatures on the outside of this one. So that's an extra special touch that this one has, unique to it. So I hope you enjoyed them. It was really refreshing to make these. I've been wanting to do some with vintage photographs, and I'm going to be doing another set of these pretty soon. Probably some different color schemes and different book pages and things, but I have found so many vintage photographs that are so adorable, and I really want them shared because, yeah, I mean, these were people, and they have a story, and I think it's wonderful to bring them back and make them a part of our lives and a part of our journals. So thank you for watching this video. Again, click the Etsy link below to make one or all of these your own.